excavation.
Follow you. Hey, big dog. Hey, look at that depression there. You know, if they were going to make it challenging on us, something might be down there.
Yeah, and that's where I think 7 is at. Let me lean this up against something here.
Okay.
Okay, no, those are the... I think Dawn...
Dawn's looking at 8. 7 is off to our...
like right up in there.
And it makes that hitch on the... So yeah, I see. We're right in the split of these two.
These are these two depressions.
So we're right there. She's got it already?
She's got 8, and then 7, or number 1 rather, is going to be in another excavation.
I'll bring my bike up there. I'm backtracking.
We'll look at this one, and then we'll go straight out from it.
Where'd you see it? Where is it? Did I miss it?
See, this is what works so well. Her eyes pick this stuff up right away.
Yeah, but at night,
Oh, look at
At
that.
night, that's reflective. So that's gonna, you're gonna pick that up.
Yeah, let's see. I'll get the number on that one. Okay. So this is 8 and 842. I'm still. Am I blinking up here? Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So
All right.
here's the thing. North, by my reckoning, is that way. And we're just off by about 3 meters to the left, 2 meters to the left of north, and about 50 meters.
So looking at 8.
So you see this half tree, Don, straight in front of you, that half tree? From this point, I think we're headed that way through the clear.
Yeah.
Does that follow? We stay in the clearing, we don't get into the thick, and we don't change our elevation any from here.
So I'm showing. You see, if I'm correct, there. Like so, I'm right over 8. I'm on north, and 1 is on the lubber line is slightly. No, the wrong way. Going the wrong way. 1. Okay, so I'm showing right through there, but actually there, right where Dawn's heading. I see her on a little bit less, Okay, so I see her at a bearing of 200. And pacing, let's see, going by what I just learned was centimeters. Okay, so 8 to 1 is, it's exactly almost 1 centimeter.
This is 50 meters.
So 50 meters right off Dawn.
See, and I'm looking at this totally different. Because I'm saying, my guy is saying that north is that way.
Yeah, that's what I got too. So
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take your map, see all those lines? You want to turn your map so that those internal lines match your grid lines.
gotcha. Like that one there.
See, now rotate your whole map into north. There you go. And now you spin that to direction of travel. Spin the background to the direction of travel. And to me, it's about 344, 345.
Yep, that's what I got. Yep. Like it's showing 3. You say 345. Let me go to 345. See,
and if you put the center of this right on 8, which is there, keep your grid lines lined up, spin yourself into north, and you're trying to find this guy, which is right in there. So where we want to go is that way.
For what number? For 1?
For 1, yeah.
Okay, see, I thought it would be more. I thought 1's right there.
It is right there, and that's your direction of travel. That's what you're turning that arrow to line up
gotcha,
for.
Okay. Right?
Yeah, center that there. And you see where 1 is right there, okay? So once again, spin this so that you're more lined up with north.
My grid lines are a little off. All right, okay. All right. So that, if 1's there, I'm right on top of 8. So I would show.
See, look at mine right now, because you can see through the middle of mine. I'm on 8. My grid lines are parallel.
Right.
And my direction of travel to get from here to there is going this way. Right sort of at that dead stump.
Going the wrong way. Okay, I'm on 8.
So you're looking to go this way. So this needs to spin. Yeah, see? Draw that imaginary line from the center of this to the center of that.
Off that arrow, but that's my
that's
direction.
what direction of travel.
Okay, all right. See,
So,
I was thinking it'd be more like that way, but I'll follow your lead.
But if you keep that on 8, which is where we're standing right now, right? So you park yourself right here. Theoretically, the center of that circle is right here.
Right.
You put your compass pointing north with your grid lines matching up to your map and everything rotated north. Then you say, okay, for me to get to where I'm going, it's that way. Now
Okay.
from over here, it's that slight bit of difference, but that's where we're going. And we're going to keep the open area, the white, the same way. This is considered open right here. And as soon as it starts closing in, we're only going 50 meters. There's a pit right in front of you. Do you see it, John? To your left? To your left. Okay, it's right with that pit. I can actually see the post from here. And my little detour around, but it's directly the direction we were pointing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. But I want to now line it up with the map terrain you were talking about, the pit and the other. Oh, I just dropped my compass. Okay.
So contour-wise, it's up 1 contour line, so it's up 2.5 meters vertically. That's, these lines. So it's a little bit uphill, but not very much. And then that indicates this excavation, that V.
Okay.
So, and we happen to be right at the V.
Okay, cool. All right.
So that's 1.
All right, let me get a shot of that. That's their 851. Okay. All right, so now we got to go back.
So now from here, looking in reverse, keeping my north-south direction going here. Okay. Now I'm sitting at 1. Over to my left, just a little bit, and you're talking maybe 20 meters or less. There is a path.
Right, we've intersected that. Is that which?
I think that's a path.
A dotted line. Okay. All right.
I think. But even if it's not, look here. we go straight over to the fence line and down,
Pick up 7.
and we can pick up
7,
7.
7 and 8. Well, the other 8. The hard
Yes.
8, the intermediate 8s.
Right.
Okay, so we go due west, or due west into the fence, pretty much.
Due west into the fence, and we'll double check that distance from here. I read that as being,
Like I see it, 270. Oh, by distance, okay.
yeah, 3 times 5, I see that as being 150
Okay.
meters. A little less than that because we're not going to the fence, we're going to the path.
I see, and we can probably, looks like we can go, it's somewhat clear.
Yeah, we can pretty go straight to it. And then from there, going down to 7, looks like it's a little less than the same. It's 125 meters.
Okay. All right. Oh, nice day. I'm so glad we're doing this.
Yeah.
Get the mistakes out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, actually, and when I take their official classes, that'll be a great refresher. I'll kind of, everything they're talking about as far as any tips or hints they're giving me at that class.
It's definitely not in a restaurant here.
When I was in Boy Scouts, we did this, and they actually put people with simulated first aid injuries at some of the waypoints. So then we had to correctly do the right treatment, tourniquet, splint, whatever.
That's cool.
What have you guys seen? Wes, you've seen a benchmark, right? So like an actual USGS benchmark that's like
Yeah.
has the altitude and the whole thing, and
The brass.
yeah. So a couple of our bearings were to benchmarks, which is kind of fun. And they're usually like a great view. You know, it's like it's a cliff or a
Right.
top of a summit or something.
Yeah, this is where going through places like this at night, we're going to be going a little slower.
Oh hell yeah.
That's where using the roads makes a lot of sense because then you can actually pick up speed.
Yeah.
You can go side by side, you don't have to simplify it. And then you use a lower beam headlight.
Is this the trail you're talking about, or no? That's the fence. Okay. Yeah, we whip. All
Now,
right.
where we appear to have come out is right here, which is good because you see this, the way that it veers away from the fence.
Yeah,
and
the
comes
little
back?
knuckles. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're right in the middle of that knuckle, so we hit it about perfectly. So just to reinforce in my brain,
Oh yeah. Let me do my pacing. A good call. All right. So from there to there, I've got 3 centimeters approx, which would be 3 is
150.
yeah.
Yeah, so it might be a little less than that. Might be 125.
Now is a meter considered a pace, or
Well, everybody's footstep is different. That's
Right.
why I was having George step it out.
right? Because
And I
his is gonna be much. I'm probably 1.5
yeah.
or 0.75 meter.
I was fairly close, taking longer steps, but I end up shortening my steps as I go. You know what I mean?
You get
Right.
tired.
So
One thing in over terrain too, I'd rather go shorter.
and
Oh,
there's some people that do it a different way. They only count the right foot, or only count the left foot.
all right, maybe
So
I'll try
that's
that.
fewer numbers that you have to remember.
All right, so we said we think it's 150. So I'm gonna
I
count
think-
75
yeah.
paces with my right.
And I think it's about 125. But either way, once we get to the next divot in the trail, that'll tell us, looking at your landmarks.
Okay, right. That little hitch there.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
And it's going to be at the bottom of shallow depression.
Okay.
And that's probably why it hitches around, because there's a depression down there. So counting 2.
Eight, 9, 10. I'm counting this for my camera purposes. 11, 12, 13.
That was 125 paces to here. Here's your depression I was talking about. Can you see it?
Is that across from us?
Up on the other side, yeah, okay.
You saw it from here?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, there it is. Okay.
This is what I'm
It's
saying.
just an odd shape, you know, so it sticks out.
Her brain is so good at picking this stuff out.
You know, somebody told me something about looking for stuff underwater was there are no straight lines in nature.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, it stands out as odd. It's like, that's how we spot deer when we're in Colorado. It's such an odd shape. It's like, bam, there's something there.